I feel like we have to start off with the Masvidal Covington thing.
I feel like I kind of like was one of the people to break that last night.
I did see your tweet pretty early.
It was pretty early. I was probably like 8 minutes after it happened. Now, keep in mind, I saw it from someone else, but I saw Masvidal post the video, which I think keyed everyone off of him saying, "Did you see this, Bill? Have you heard about this?"
No, not until this morning. So you told me.
Okay, so last night I'm perusing on the tweeter machine, and I see a video from Masvidal pop up, and it was like from 10 seconds ago. Like I saw it right as it came up, and it was like, "This is called the Show Your Face Challenge. Show your face." And he tagged Colby Covington. So everyone in the comments, and even myself, was like, "What, bro? He kicked your ass. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe he's got a black eye or something still. Like, who cares?" And then I started looking through the comments and start digging around and going down my rabbit hole because I'm like, there's got to be more to this. And then I see someone write, "I think they just got in a fight in Miami. I live in Miami, and they were at the same steakhouse. People saw them outside." And I'm like, "Oh, now I got to really dig." And then I found a couple stories. So what happened supposedly, and then we know Constantino and Madlab and all these other people who know people who know people. Supposedly what happened, then I dug into Bob Menery's Instagram. That was the key. Because Bob Menery was out with him. Bob Menery was posting on his Instagram pictures and videos with Colby. They're all deleted now. So I was able to kind of piece it together too as we were going. And what happened, from what I surmise, there's still no video. How? I have no fucking idea how there's no video of it. But Colby went out with Menery and those guys and his Nelk crew and all that kind of stuff for the podcast party. And, they were at some club. I think it was Poppy Steakhouse in Miami. And then Masvidal found out he was there because Menery was posting all this shit. So someone probably said, "Yo, they're at this place. Go get them." Masvidal rolled up with a crew and snuck Colby Covington. Now, I do know this from one of the people that I know in the UFC world, who said they know supposedly Colby did possibly, or they think he lost a tooth, and he did get snuck. So they kind of jumped.
Bitch.
Yeah, he jumped him basically.
He got his ass kicked in the ring, and now he's doing this. Dude, give it up, dude. You're done. You're done.
And then he followed him around and he jumped him. And haven't really heard from Colby yet. We heard a couple things from Masvidal, like, "Yo, what up? Like, you're tough, bro."
Your career is over, bro. Your career is over. You fucking cared. You called it, bro. He cared a lot about the money. He went from being fucking a backyard fucking fighter with what's his name who died, that big black dude, Kimbo Slice, to being a UFC knocking the guy out with his knee in like 5 seconds to becoming like the most famous fighter around. And then, and now you got the money and he loses. He's done. He's over. Yeah. I mean, you just got your ass kicked. You're not anywhere near the champ anymore. You're done. And leave the fucking guy alone. I mean he has the right to talk shit. He beat you.
Dude, listen, this isn't – here's what I think happened. And I want to see if you have a take on this too. So I said a few years ago, Bill, right, the second Masvidal got his first paycheck and lost a fight and was talking about the money, about how he's rich now, I was like, he's done. It's over. You're done. I know, as someone who grew up broke, the second you get money, your whole fucking world changes. Everything in your life changes, right? So you knew he was done then. The problem is, bro, him and Colby Covington were friends for like a decade. They live in the same fucking state. They know where each other trains. They know where each other live. They know everything about each other. He never fucking went after him before. They go to fucking for the pre-fight thing. And now Masvidal's saying, "It's because he talks shit on my kids." Bro, first of all, you're a deadbeat dad. And everyone knows that, okay? So stop it. Let's not act like you're a good father. Everyone knows you're a deadbeat dad. So second of all, he talks shit on your kids and you had 25 minutes in a ring to pound his face in.
Yeah.
You had 25 minutes to talk shit.
Where you basically gave up.
You didn't do it. You had a cage. You were in a cage and just you and him in it. And you didn't do anything about it. And then you didn't do anything about it right after that. It wasn't until the video was not leaked, but spread yesterday about Masvidal in the locker room. If you saw it with his coach talking to him, it kind of went viral yesterday of him in the locker room, just like sad and like a little like fucking down after the fight. Like he's got a case of the sadsies. And that kind of went viral. And all of a sudden that night he jumps somebody to get his brand back. So, I don't know what your take on this whole thing is.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the same thing that you said, that he just tweeted 5 hours ago. "Good morning to everyone except those who think talking about someone's kids is cool." I mean, obviously, talking about somebody's kids that's fighting ground, but again, you had 25 minutes in a ring with this dude to beat his fucking face in, and you got your ass kicked. So,
And you've been talking about your kids for 2 years.
yeah, I don't really.
You had 2 years to fucking go jump them or anything before you got your ass kicked in the ring. Once you get your ass, it happened to me once in high school, Bill. I had this kid who we were talking shit, and it was like his crew and my crew, and we met. It wasn't in the parking lot; it was on the basketball court, but it was the equivalent of meeting in the parking lot, right? They seen the. We met in the basketball court. We fought. It was a pretty good fight. I won the fight. Clearly, there was a point where he was down, and I could have even hit him when he was down. And I stepped up and I said, "We're good," and we walked away. Okay, it was over. 2 days later, we're at a friend's party, and I walk in the back door. I literally go outside. My friend's like, "Yo, come here." I go to walk in the back door. I walk out the back door, and I turn around, and this kid comes flying and just like Superman punches me in the face. Right? I actually tripped, fell down off the deck, and then a whole melee started. Like, bro, you're a little bitch. You had your chance, one-on-one, face-to-face, and then you think you're tough because you come from behind someone and sneak them. It doesn't make you tough. So Masvidal, I used to love him. I have no respect for him anymore. None. He'll still kick my ass. I don't mean to fight you, Jorge. You're a bad motherfucker. Bare knuckle boxing. Not trying to fuck with you. But just be a fucking man, bro. Be a man. Yeah. So fucking anything, bro.
I don't understand how like people after a fight can just if they're not like marketing the next fight or promoting it, how they're just going to be like, I would beat the fuck out of you when you clearly just got your ass beat like 2 days ago in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can just tell in the UFC which guys are like hungry, like these younger guys. I've been watching like a lot of these like little fights that we've been betting on and watching. Like these guys go nuts when they knock a guy out and shit because they can get the bonus for the 50 grand. That's how much that 50,000 means to some of these guys, you know? And then the other guys, you know, they don't, when the guys are making all the money, they never talk, you know, they don't care. I mean, because they already have the money. I think, it's good for the UFC to have that, you know, the guys who are hungry for it and want to get there and, keep them hungry for that money.
That's why you're going to
see That's why we enjoy betting on that other, that what is it, PFL better? Because they have the $1 million champion, and then they start out from seeding to the bottom all the way up to like a college basketball bracket.
Yeah.
And you go and you fight for the $1 million. Like that's you're anybody can win it, from fucking the best guy in the world to the 100th seed. So I like that. That's why I like that better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've had a pretty good skill at being able to identify when a fighter's done. With Ronda Rousey, with a lot of these fighters that you see, even McGregor, like you could tell it's all about money. Once you see them appearing on the cover of magazines, once you see them get that money and start talking money more than street and blood and fighting, they're done. You know, that you can't turn back from that, because you got to be a sick Bill. I mean, I've been to prison. Bill, you worked as a CO. We've been in a million fights in our life. We used to fight for fun when we were kids, right? It was different, our age group. You know, I'm not trying to sound cool or tough. It's just if you're 40 years old, you used to fight once a week. Like, it's just what we did. No one sued anyone. No one called the cops. Like, if people were talking, there was no internet. There was no anything. If people were talking shit, you just punched them in the face. And that's what it was. So, but, I mean, you got to be kind of crazy to do that for a living, right? Like, you got to be an insane person. So, it's like, these people are fucking insane who are UFC fighters. Once you get kids, once you get money, once you lose that, like, kill or be killed, I need to fight to survive mentality, they lose their edge. And that's when they fall off. And that's when Masvidal fall off. McGregor fell off when he got his money. Ronda Rousey fell off when she got her money. Amanda Nunes is falling off now that she's got her fame and just had a child. Like, once your number one and only focus isn't murder in a cage, you fall off. And it's just a fact. Tyson, when you go down a list, if you look at all the greatest fighters of all time, most of them fell off shortly after they got the bag and they really cashed in and got that money. So, but I don't know. What do you guys think of Colby, Masvidal? Your take on it? I think it's pretty obvious what happened. Sucks for me because I really loved Masvidal too. I really liked him a lot. I like Colby more, but I loved Masvidal.